road win for us. We talked about we want to come in here with intention and not just going through the motions and get a W, but coming in here and getting better at some things. I think we did a better job of rebounding the second half. I love 28 assists on 5 turnovers. Really good numbers there. 4 people in double figures. Caitlin, of course, becomes the Big Ten's all-time leading scorer. With this many games to go and overtaking somebody, the caliber of Kelsey Mitchell is outstanding. So really proud of her, but also her 10 assists tonight that she had. Great job.
What did you like about the offense being able to, be consistent throughout? It wasn't just stretches of really good play. It seemed like it was pretty consistent throughout the game.
Yeah, I agree with you, Kyle. I think it was, but again, it's 4 people in double figures. I thought Hannah got off to a nice start for us, shot the ball well, but we shot the ball pretty well from really all the areas, all 3 areas.
Lisa, I wanted to ask you about a tweet you put out a couple days ago. You acknowledged the kid that Caitlin signed her shirt after the previous game. She has cancer. Got to talk to her yesterday, and it really, watching Caitlin do her thing and watching you guys do your thing, that really helps her get through some tough days. Does that deepen the level of appreciation of what you guys are doing right now?
I think so. For us, it's more than just the game of basketball. We want to be really good at the game of basketball, but if we can do that at the same time as being good role models and just making people feel better. There's a lot of crud going on in the world right now, so it's nice to have something that people can be happy about and joyful about, and I think our team is that.
Caitlin, did you have a goal in your mind, like how quickly you wanted to pass these 2 greats before you?
No, I did not.
So are you pleased that you got it done at the second quarter?
Honestly, I didn't even know at what point it occurred. But I mean, I think the coolest thing is just, the names that I get to be around. Those are people that I grew up watching, especially Kelsey Plum, Brittany Griner, Kelsey Mitchell. Those are really, really great players. People that are still playing our game at the very highest level and people that you watch night in and night out. So just special for me to be in the same, area as them. And obviously I've played with a lot of really good teammates that have allowed me to do my thing. And Coach Bluter, obviously, it's kind of what she pitched to me when I got recruited 4 years ago is, we play a fast, up-tempo offense, and, you're going to kind of have the ball in your hands. And, she's kind of just let me thrive and be me. And there's, not a lot of coaches out there that would probably allow that every single night. So, I'm just very thankful.
Caitlin, you weren't hitting from the outside as much as usual tonight.
Yeah.
You seemed to then start to take to the hole a lot. Can you
Yeah.
talk about that last, generally overall about that your night, but that last moment where it seems like the Wildcats thought you were just going to pass it?
Yeah, like you said, I didn't shoot it very well from 3 tonight, and I've been shooting the ball pretty well, so you're due for one of those nights here and there, and it was just a little short, no legs, so that happens, but I think, get to the basket, got to the free throw line, made all 10 of my free throws. That's just kind of what you have to do, and then obviously in the fourth quarter, I think they knew I was kind of hunting assists a little bit, so I kind of faked them out. I faked myself out. I don't know if I've ever been so open and so many people screaming at me to shoot it. Usually that's not a problem. So, but yeah, no, that was kind of a funny little scenario there at the end.
With all that pressure you go through and all the accolades and all that, how do you kind of stay humble and grounded? What do your teammates help, coach, your family?
I think my teammates, my coaches, my family. I think I really understand, none of this comes just because of me. There's people around me that let me be successful no matter what areas of, life it is, whether it's, getting to play with 14 other girls that, give their heart and soul just as much as I do to this program, the coaches that allow me to be me and they coach me really hard, or, my parents and my family that I lean on every single day. I think it takes everybody. It takes, a whole group of people to, let me be me. And I think as my career's unfolded, I don't feel much pressure coming into these games. Like, the more people, the more calm I am kind of thing. And I truly mean that. And I'm just, really grateful, and I try to take it all in and enjoy every single second of it.
Lisa, you mentioned Hannah Stolke in your intro. She's had, maybe a little bit of a rough stretch, maybe the way that you want to characterize it. What did you see from her tonight that made you kind of feel that maybe she was back in a good rhythm?
I just thought she had a little more spring in her step. 9 rebounds is good, but she didn't back down from anybody. She worked hard on defense down there. I mean, they were pretty physical inside, and she worked hard on that. But obviously, I thought she just ran the floor a little bit harder tonight.
Caitlin, 2 years ago, you come in here with maybe 1,500 people in the stands. Now it's a sellout. I know you had these a few times in a row. What do they kind of mean to you to see who's coming out to see you and to see Iowa every time you guys hit the road?
Yeah, I think this was one that was definitely circled on my calendar just because I know the amount of Iowa fans in the Chicago area. So I was super excited to come here. I love this gym, and Coach Joe, I have so much respect for him. I think he's amazing. He's amazing for women's basketball, and we've had a lot of really good battles in this arena. I believe last time I was here, we went to overtime, and it was a great one. I think Veronica Burton was still on the team at the time, but yeah, I mean, it's cool to see just how, you know, the crowds have changed as my career's unfolded. Obviously, I start in COVID where it's just family, and now every single game I play in, it's all sold out. So it's not something you ever take for granted, and it's kind of, I don't know, I mean, I think it's kind of crazy people are screaming my name so much. It's not something you really ever get used to.
What about people waiting? I mean, there's people in line at like 10 in the morning.
Yeah.
Like, what do you think about that? It's kind of blowing your mind a little bit.
Well, I wish it was all reserved seating so nobody had to do that. It would make everybody's life maybe a little easier, but that's just like dedication. I think it just shows what people are willing to give to be able to watch our team play, and I know how excited people are, and you know, anytime we step on the floor, whether it's at home or whether it's on the road, people spend a lot of time and money to get up to a place to watch us play. So, you know, I always want to take time and, you know, sign a couple autographs after and try to play the best I can, and, you know, smile, have fun, because, you know, not many people, one, get the chance to come see us play, and two, a lot of people are spending a lot of time, money, and resources to have these opportunities that hopefully will give them memories for the rest of their lives.
Melanie Daly had 19 points tonight. She was really on fire.
Yeah.
Could you comment on just how it was to go against her?
Yeah, I feel like she always plays really well against us, actually. She made a lot of tough twos, and that's what we're willing to give up on our offense. A lot of those shots were contested shots, and yeah, that's what we're willing to give up. But she made some tough ones, you know, and sometimes you'll have nights like that. But yeah, credit to her. I thought she had a really nice night, and seems like she always gets up a little more for the Iowa Hawkeyes.
For the next game at Maryland, it's been a tense rivalry of late, a place you haven't won. What are your thoughts going into that game?
I think this was a good game to kind of prepare us for that. They play a little bit of zone defense as well, very similar to Northwestern zone and man, so this is a good way to prepare for that. I think, you know, Iowa and Maryland have always had a little bit of a rivalry even before I got here. There was so many good battles, even when Megan Gustafson was here, and they would go up against, you know, Maryland has always had a ton of talent. Brenda's done a great job coaching them, and I think we're just excited, you know. It's a single play, and it's on the road. It's one we really need to get, and I guess our focus just moves there after we get home tonight, and you know, that's what makes the Big Ten so great is, you know, every single night you better come ready to play, and it's going to be another sold-out, crazy environment, so we'll be ready to go.
Caitlin, you came into the game. You guys came into this game as heavy favorites. What were you guys kind of looking to get out of this game, and do you guys feel like you checked off the boxes for a good win?
I think just execution was the biggest thing. Is we wanted to come out here and execute and get better. This wasn't a game where we felt like, you know, we're just going to walk through it. That's not what good teams do, and that's what Coach Bluter said. You know, we don't have time to be bad for a quarter. That's not the point of the season that we're at, and just come out, execute. I think we did better on the glass. Obviously, that's been a problem for us the last two games, and like you said earlier, I felt like our offense was just kind of flowing better. It was great to see Gabby make a couple threes, Kate make a couple threes. That's huge for us, and like you said, I think Hannah just had a little bit more pep in her step, and you know, going forward, we're going to need multiple people scoring in double figures to get the results that we really want.
Caitlin, you mentioned Veronica Burton. What do you remember about the way that she used to defend you, and are you excited to potentially face her in the WNBA?
I think the thing about her is she made their defense go. They used to play 100% zone defense when she was here, and she just had a knack for the ball, and that's what really good defenders have. And the thing about her is she was a really, really great defender, but she wasn't always matched up against me just because of the defense that they ran. But she always made plays on the defensive end, and I would still put her right up there with the best defender I've played in the Big Ten during my entire career. I really mean that, and WNBA can wait. I just focus on college right now, so.